Bienvenidos, welcome to Spain on a Fork. In today's episode, we're making a beautiful Mediterranean seafood medley with saffron rice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is seriously one of the best seafood dishes you will ever taste. It's loaded with a bounty of seafood, has an amazing flavor to it. In fact, it's one of those dishes that when you're eating it, it transports you to a beautiful seaside restaurant on the Mediterranean coast of Spain. Truly an amazing dish, plus it's very easy to make and it's done in 45 minutes. Now to make this recipe, we're gonna be using some saffron. Whatever you do, don't use imitation stuff. Use some high quality stuff like the one I'm using from Golden Saffron. This is one of the best saffrons in the market. Truly high quality, grade 1 premium saffron. Takes this recipe to the next level of greatness and it gives it that beautiful Mediterranean flavor. Link in the description box below where you guys can get this. Alright folks, let's get started. Begin by finely mincing 3 cloves of garlic. Finely dice half of an onion. Now let's get to the seafood. I've got 12 jumbo shrimp here that have been peeled and deveined. I bought these frozen and thawed them out just because it makes it a lot cheaper and easier. I'm gonna pat them down with some paper towels and then season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Next, I've got 3 fillets here of cod. Again, I bought these frozen. They've been thawed out just because it makes it a lot cheaper. Get in there and really pat them down with some paper towels. You want to remove any of that extra moisture that's inside of the fillets. Season the cod with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Next, I've got a clean tube of frozen squid. Again, I thawed this one out. If you can't find these in your local supermarkets, check with a local Asian market. They usually have them in the frozen section. I'm going to pat it down with some paper towels. Cut the tube of squid open. And then cut it into small squares. And for the final ingredient, I've got about 16 fresh clams. These are already clean. I'm just going to give them a quick rinse under some cold running water. Alright, let's start cooking our dish. Grab a fry pan, heat it with a medium-high heat, and add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. After heating the oil for 2 minutes, I'm going to add the fillets of cod into the pan, skin side up. After cooking these fillets for about 3 minutes, I'm going to flip them. The thickness of these fillets is about 1.5 inches. After a total cooking time of 5 minutes, that's 3 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the skin side, remove the cod fillets from the pan, transfer them to a dish, and cover the dish with some foil paper so they can stay warm. Now using the same pan with the same heat, add the squid into the pan and start mixing it around with the oil. About a minute after adding the squid into the pan, make a well in the middle, and add the diced onions and the minced garlic, and mix them around. About a minute after adding the onions and the garlic, season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and mix it all together. Next, I'm going to add 2 1/4 cups of fish broth. Very important to use a good quality fish broth here. This is really going to flavor this entire dish. Pinch in half a teaspoon of saffron threads. Season again with a little sea salt. And give it a gentle mix. Once this comes to a boil, let it boil for an extra minute. That way that saffron can really infuse into the broth. After letting this boil for 1 minute so that saffron can really infuse, I'm going to add 1 cup of ground rice. And mix it around, that way it's evenly distributed. You know, this is not like a paella where you can't mix it ever again, but you don't want to over stir it. About 8 minutes after adding the rice into the pan, I'm going to add the shrimp. Add the fillets of cod back into the pan, skin side down. and add the clams to the pan as well. Okay, it's been about 12 minutes since we added the broth into the pan and 4 minutes since we added the seafood back into the pan. At this point, go ahead and lower the fire to a low-medium heat. And we're going to let this simmer between 4 to 5 minutes. After simmering this for about 5 minutes, and as you can see there's very little broth left, let's go ahead and place a lid on the pan, turn off the heat, and remove it from the stovetop. After 5 minutes, remove the lid. I'm going to serve this directly out of the pan, so I'm going to garnish it with a couple slices of lemon and some freshly chopped parsley. Okay guys, our dish is done. This looks unbelievable. I'm going to get in there and give it a try. Here we go. Such an amazing flavor to this dish. It instantly transports you to the Mediterranean Sea. Amazing combination of flavors. That rice is perfectly cooked, and very important, make sure you use a good quality fish stock as it flavors the entire dish. Very important. Before I go, I'm gonna give a try to one of these clams. Here we go. So much beautiful flavor to this dish. You guys saw this, very easy to make, done in 45 minutes. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.